𝗃𝙗𝗍 presents RCB Podcast.
Virat's endorsement of Rajat is important and was important. Make no mistake about that. We were really clear about that. So when we felt clear that Rajat was the person we wanted to back as captain and invest in, because hopefully you can do this for a number of years now. That was a conversation. There were a number of conversations that we would have had with Virat to get his view and input on that. And we always knew that Virat was an option to captain. And when you've got somebody that leads so naturally like he does, you've always got that.
Did you have that conversation with him at all about
Yeah, we did, yeah. So Andy and I met him in London and talked about that not long after the last IPL, after the 2024 season. And, he's always ready to step forward and lead. He doesn't need a second invitation. So, he would have been very keen to help us if we needed to do it. But we spoke at that stage, the three of us spoke at that stage about, this sort of decision is not just about us three as people, it's about RCB more broadly as a franchise. Its leadership maybe even beyond us. We might not be here and Rajat might be continuing as captain. So it's a moment in time where we have to take that responsibility quite seriously. The easy thing would have been to do is just go, Virat, do you mind filling in and doing captaincy? But then you're just kicking a decision down the road. At some point, we can't be dependent on Virat all the time. So we just had that conversation, and Virat's a bright guy. He got it really quickly. He said, yeah, let's think about some of these other individuals, but if you need someone, then obviously I can do it. So we then got really serious about interrogating who are the people out there.
I like the use of the word interrogation.
Yeah, and we took his input, who are the Indian leaders that he knows and trusts, because he'll know the players better than Andy and I would. So we got his input. We did our own research and homework. Someone like, 𝗃𝙗𝗍𝙗 gives us a really good insight. Even our scouts, looking at, who's out there that's a really good leader in the domestic game. And then later, when we arrived at the decision, we obviously picked it up with Virat again and said, look, we're going to back Rajat, and obviously he's going to need your support. And typical Virat unequivocally just said, yeah, he's totally got my support. I'm behind him 100%. We're going to make this work. And then as soon as he says that, it does make you feel a little bit better about things, because you've got, one of our sort of cultural architects and icons behind the decision. And then we were quite keen at the unboxing to make sure that publicly that was obvious. And obviously Virat did that, and he's championed Rajat, and I think that's really helped him land well.
Give him all the love you can. He's an amazing talent. He's a great player, we've all seen that, but he's got a great head on his shoulders. And he'll do a great job for this amazing franchise and take the team forward. He's got everything that's required.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome on stage mRCB ಹೊಸ ನಾಯಕ Rajat Patidar.
And it's high up in the air.
ये तो आउट है. टिश्यूज. ये तो 6 है. पार्टी. Out. 6.
What a smashing victory.
Big Basket. Everything you need delivered now.